everyone, today's hashtag down to Dolly business is photographer, and so I thought we would start with a few crafts you could use in and around your doll photography studio. So I've gathered up a few bits and pieces. I thought I would try and make a camera. For anyone that doesn't have a camera, I'm lucky enough to have been gifted 2 Dolly cameras. This one was from Marna and Darren over at Dolls Rescued. Darren 3D printed this for me, and it's the perfect size for a Blythe or a Barbie. And then I have this one, which was sent to me by my friend Kirsty. But this one, you can see that the flash works on it. Really good, that is. It's a bit bigger, would work on maybe an 18-inch doll. But I thought we could try and make one. I'm thinking if we had some layers of cardboard, and then I thought this button would make a good lens. So I've got 3 layers of card there, which I'm going to glue together. And then I'm going to add a button just here for the lens. And to make the flash, I've got a longer piece of card at the back here and then a smaller bit on the top. I'm going to glue that in between the layers of the actual camera part, and then I'm going to paint this front part of the flash silver. Paint it all black. We could paint on some of the other, you can see that this has a silver bit round the outside. We could paint this bit here. We could paint some little buttons on the top there. So let's get it glued and painted and see how we get on. So I found another button that's slightly bigger and put it there, so it actually looks like it's a lens coming out, doesn't it? So I'm going to glue that on there so that I can paint part of it silver when it's finished. And then I've also found these little tiny flat back beads, which I thought would be good for the buttons. And then I'm going to get out my acrylic paint and paint the whole thing black. Now that the black's dried, I'm using some silver metallic nail varnish to do the little silver details on it. So the last thing I need to do is just glue my ribbon onto the sides of the camera. And then on the back, you can see I've glued a tiny little picture into the viewfinder, and I've used nail varnish to put little blobs on there for the buttons. Another thing I have is these are pictures that I've printed from my computer. I've done them on the contact sheet side. Some of them I've left in a matte finish, and some of them I've made gloss just by putting a piece of sellotape over the top of them. And then I found this little frame that my friend Kirsty gave me. I thought that would look good in a photographer's studio. So that could stand up on the side in your studio. And I thought we could make something a little bit similar to this. So I'm going to frame this picture. I'm going to get a little bit of cardboard that's just slightly bigger than the picture itself. Try and make sure it's as even round the edge of the picture as you can. Like that. And then I thought we could get some, this is some plastic from a Real Littles box that I recently opened. Here we are. So we need to cut that to the same size as the cardboard. Just trim around it like this. And then put a few spots of glue in each corner. And those little bits of glue in the corner are just holding that all together. And then what I've got is some washi tape. Now, you don't have to use washi tape. You can use any kind of sticky tape you like, or you could use fabric and just glue it around the sides. You could just paint the edges with nail varnish, acrylic paint. You could just stick pretty paper onto there, whatever you wanted to frame it. But I've got this washi tape, which I thought would be easier than painting, and I thought I could use different ones for different pictures if I wanted to. So I'm just going to go around the edge like this with my washi tape and stick it over the back just to help hold it in position a bit better. So that's what I've done. I put washi tape around the edge, but you could put, like I say, you could paint around the edge. You could even stick some string and then paint it. You could put ribbon around the edge, anything you want really. You can actually make a little stand for the back too. To do that, you need a little bit of cardboard. I've got this little piece here and I've folded over the top like that, and I'm going to glue it onto the back of my picture. So I'm just going to glue that folded over top bit onto my picture just there at the back, and then if you trim it across the bottom to the right length, and there your little picture will stand up. You can stand those up around your photography studio. So that's another idea. I have my photographer here in her studio. You can see that she has a full green screen studio, so she can take pictures and change the background. Here's our little model for today. She's a Snapstar doll, and she actually came with her own photography studio. She was a gift to me from Dale's Dolls. She comes on her green screen stand, and the stand is fantastic. You can put your doll in any position and the stand will hold her in it. I've got a throne to use as a prop in my photos. I've got this chair. I've got a little table there. I've got a little stool. All the kind of things you would find in a photographer's studio. I did find these little cactus, but I thought, well, if it's a green screen picture, they're not going to work. But if you had a different background and you weren't using a green screen, they would work well in that, wouldn't they? These are little erasers, and I got them from the Kenji store at Meadowhall. Also with the Snapstar came these lights. So she's got this light, and you can put a filter in it. You can see that this is red, and these lights do actually work. So I thought that would look good as part of the photography studio. I also have found a few little props out. This one is from Monster High, but you could make something similar to this, couldn't you, out of cardboard, I think. So she could hold that above her eye there as a prop, or, you know, if anybody wanted to. There are these funny glasses to hold as a prop. Then I found this hat. So there's a little hat that could also be used as a prop. I've chosen this girl to be my photographer. She's got her galaxy dress on so that it makes her attractive to children, because it's got nice bright colours in it. Love that fabric. And also she's the right size for my tripod and camera, which is from a Generation Girl doll. So we've got the camera, we've got the subject, and we've got our props. Oh, also there's this star-shaped light from the Snapstar set. So let's take a couple of photographs and see how we get on. So you can see here I've taken a picture of her against the green screen, and then I'm going to add different backgrounds. I do have an app on my iPhone that I used for that. The app is actually called Green Screen. The unfortunate thing is that the star-shaped base of her stand did show up in the pictures, but I've managed to crop that out a little bit so that you can't see it. Don't forget that you are also invited to join in either with a YouTube video or with a picture on Instagram using the hashtag #DownToDollyBusiness. And just for fun, I've done a little cake smash using this little Cave Club doll. I've got a tablecloth as my background, and I've got some bunting. I think I paid £1.30 for it from the range. And the cake is just a normal size cupcake. So I'd like to say a big thank you to Lou from the Real Prince Club for inviting me to join in this collaboration with her. Please be sure to pop over and see her videos too. I will link them in the description box below. I hope you enjoyed that. Thank you for watching. Bye for now.